Okay, good morning, students. Today we are going to take a overview on first chapter of construction materials. Okay, so first chapter is on overview on a construction material. So basically, for any kind of construction like a building, roadways, bridges, canal, dams, so all the kind of structure require a construction materials. So we cannot directly select any kind of material, or we cannot implement any kind of material over the structures, for which we have to know some criteria, some laws, some basic ideas, some management skills while applying or while selecting a construction materials. Just like a building, we are using different materials like cement, sand, aggregate, bricks, water, admixture, steel, formworks. Okay, so for this different construction activity, we are required different materials, and there is also lots of changes, lots of varieties, lots of advancement taken over the construction materials. So for which we have to know, or for which we have to get the idea about how the materials are selected, how the materials having the different types, on which criteria, on which basis these types are differentiated. So in this chapter only we are going to get the idea about what are the different types of material, construction materials utilized over the construction sites, and thereafter we are going to describe fully one each material in a described manner, in a uh, fully derived manner. Okay, so let me go through the introduction part. So here it is the introduction. Firstly, what is the definition of the construction material? These are the building material have an important role to play in the modern age of the technology. So in modern age, we know that there are lots of changes, lots of modernization has been take place in construction material. Though their most important use is in construction activities on field of engineering is possible without the use of construction material. So the basic concern of the civil engineer is to plan, design, construct, manufacture, supervise, maintain, and implement the construction materials. So the most important aspect in the field of practice is to select and use the different types of material, okay, according to their types, according to their availability, according to their properties. We can select and implement the material. If we are gone wrong while selecting the materials, then there will be a loss of property, loss of or there will be a chances of defect place in construction work. Also the cost of construction might be increases. So to avoid this kind of defects, we should select good materials having the good properties, like a cost, like a quantity, like a quality, okay, like a safety. So all these parameters should be take under consideration while selecting the materials. So that is a introduction to the construction material. Now the construction materials are utilized in a different work, like a civil engineer works, okay, in a construction of the buildings, roadways, bridges, canal, dam. We are using the different construction materials according to their properties. Okay, so in civil engineering, it is the oldest branch of engineering that is growing right from the stone age to the civilization up to today's advancement in civil engineering, up to the today, aiming at providing the basic services, facility, amenities, and the needs of the people. As we know that there are basic needs for which we need shelters. So this kind of shelters, or this kind of construction work required uh, to manage our requirements. So in civil engineering, it deals with the planning, construction, maintenance, and roads, dams, bridges, buildings, and towers, etc. Second, transportation engineering. This is also a need of humans, because of the transportation, country grows rapidly, having the good facilities. So for the transportation also, roadways, bridges are required. Those are constructed by the civil engineers. Okay. So for which also we are using a different kind of material. If you are failed to select the good quality of material, as I said, if you have failed to select the good quality of material, then the transportation system or the any other systems can be distracted. So that's why we have to be focused on the selection of the materials, what kind of material we are going to utilize it. As in rainy season, the we are continuously hammered or we are continuously disturbed due to the traffic problems. These are caused due to the poor construction material utilized in a construction of the roadways. Then environmental engineering, it also includes the environmental factors, like if you are using any kind of material, that should be economical also and as well as eco-friendly also. If the materials are not eco-friendly, then it will be damage the environment, that can be result into the damaging the air qualities, water qualities. So while selecting the material, this is also important to take a consideration of the environmental effect also. Then irrigation engineering, it deals with the supply of water, storage of water. So for which we are constructing the dams, spillways, gates, then weir and barrages, canals. So all these activities are considered in a irrigation engineering, for which also we are required a different kind of materials. Okay, as these structures are the hydrophobic, are largely in contact with the water. So while selecting the material, we should take care that the properties of the material should be different as per, sorry, as compared to the normal construction. Then construction management, that is a branch of civil engineering that deals with the different types of construction, erection, implementation, stipulated time with the requisite economy, efficiency, and the factor of safety. So these are the some of the branch, okay, over which we are required a different construction material, for which already uh, laws are adopted over here. Okay. Then scope of construction material, as we discussed in previous term, that the construction materials are utilized in a different construction activities. Okay. So the scope is huge, as I said that to the overall cost of construction, the cost of material is around 60 to 65%. It means that it takes more cost as compared to the overall cost. Okay, on which the safety, durability, strength, and all the other properties are depends. Okay, so that's why the scope of construction material is much more as compared to the other work. So we have to take an initiative to reduce and recycle the material, so the overall construction cost will be decreases. Okay, so that is a scope of construction material. Okay, the next, so you here we can see three different structures are there, like a tall building, then the roof truss, and lastly the RCC frame buildings. Okay, so here we are using a different kind of steel or a different kind of techniques for construction of the building. So for any kind of construction, we are required different material and that having a different properties. Along with that, we have to be get a good quality work. Okay, safety and durability. So that's why it is necessary to check the quality of the materials, select the proper materials. Okay, then construction materials in transportation engineering, as I already discussed, transportation engineering also required a different types of materials. Okay, so we should adopt a good quality of material. Like I am giving you one example. While constructing the roadways or the bridges, we are going through the different materials like cement, sand, aggregate, steel. So in roadways we require a good quality of aggregate. Okay, so the material we are using, we have to check their properties, we have to be follow some test before the construction, so it will not be failed during the loading. Okay, so that is the role of the construction material in different kind of structural work. Here we can see some bridges are constructed over the river bed. Then here the girder is applied over the bridge. Then here it is a RCC water tank, then elevated water tank. So for which different materials are utilized one. Okay, these are the structure which can bear the heavy strain as compared to the other one. Okay, so that's why it is very necessary to select the good quality of the material. In scope of construction material in irrigation engineering, same as like other works. The irrigation engineering includes the construction of the dams, weir, barrages, canals, spillways, embankments. So all these structures are the hydrophobic structures. Okay, they are continuously in contact with the water. So we are using the hydrophobic materials like cement, whatever the sand or the aggregates we are going to utilize, that should be having a hydrophobia towards the water, because if we are using the material which can absorb the water, then that will be clearly damages your structures. Okay, so in that cases we are using the material which having the good resistivity towards the water, also towards the fire. Okay, that should having a good strength. Okay, so these kind of activities or this kind of works can be completed along with the precautions, along with the rules and regulations. Then there will be a less losses, or the we can say that the overall cost of construction will be decreased, and also the repair and maintenance work will be required after 20 to 30 years. So that is the most important parameter. So this is about today's lecture. We will discuss the some other points on the next lecture. Thank you.